Happy Friday, everybody. It's Chief Meteorologist Brad Panovich getting ready for the weekend, and we've got to talk about rain. But here's the thing. It is going to rain this weekend, I'm not going to lie, but it's not going to be an all-day rain both days. It's going to come at us in waves, and that's important because if you have outdoor plans, if you're planning them, if you have a small window, there is still time to get stuff done outside. It's just that if you're going to spend all day outside, if it's like a long day of tailgating, then a game, you're probably going to get rain at some point. But I'll show you the system. It's to our south today. You can see it kind of setting up there, some storms down along the Gulf Coast. And it's distinct because you actually see the problem here. We've got a couple bands and waves within this system. So it's not one giant shield of rain that's moving to the north. Now, at the same time, we've got high pressure up here to the north, which is pushing in northeast winds. That's going to help enhance the rain. So when you get this northeast wind, it's called the wedge. It gets cold air, dry air gets trapped against the mountain. Not that this is really cold or dry air, but it's cool enough that this warm, humid air coming up here, riding up and over it, will produce a lot of low clouds, fog, drizzle, and mist. So if that happens, it's going to be more misty, drizzly. But if the warmer air can win out a little bit, there will be more waves of showers and storms. Either way, there's going to be rain this weekend. It's just a matter of the timing and the intensity as it moves to the north. So I'm going to stop this real quickly, and we're going to look at some of the rainfall outlooks. And these are what we call flash flood guidance. So flash flood guidance will show you real quick. Let me turn the satellite off here. You see the area in green, that's low. The yellow or orange, that's medium. And then the high is in red. So you can see the coast of the Carolinas, South Carolina into Georgia. There's a high risk of flash flooding today. This is for today. Let's look at tomorrow's risk, day 2 we call it. It shows most of the Carolinas and the Charlotte area in particular, in western North and South Carolina, in the medium risk for flash flooding. So you can see tomorrow we're expecting some pockets of heavy rain. And then on Sunday for day 3, you can see we're still in the low risk, but that medium risk starts to shift from Charlotte northeast. So that would indicate, and you don't have to be too intuitive to figure that out, that the heavier rain is going to be pushing northeast as we go into Sunday. And by the time we get to Monday, that risk will start to wane and kind of move out of the area. So let's talk about the precipitable water, the amount of moisture that's heading our way. So precipitable water, it's a fancy term. You probably heard me say before. It basically is moisture in the column of the atmosphere from the bottom to the top of the troposphere, basically where weather happens. And we look for 1.5 inches. You see yellow on this map, that's typically pretty wet. But when you start seeing these orange or salmon colors, depending on your perspective, boy, that is some deep tropical moisture. And you could see over the next 12 hours or so, there's a lot of this tropical moisture coming north. So by the time you wake up tomorrow morning, and again, I'll stop this at early in the morning, around 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, we've got a lot of tropical moisture moving in. But it comes at us in waves. Even the tropical moisture, sometimes it spikes, sometimes it goes down. So during the day tomorrow, we've got kind of a fire hose of tropical moisture up here pushing in from the southwest, thanks to this upper low back to the west, kind of acting like a giant gear or cog. This thing is basically just going to be funneling it. And then high pressure to the north, remember, is doing this. So we've got two mechanisms driving this moisture into the region. Now, if you can lift the air through a front mechanical lift with the mountains, jet dynamics, some kind of disturbance, that actually helps pull the moisture up even higher and creates clouds and showers. And you can see as we go through Saturday, I mean, that's pretty soggy. And then we go into Sunday, looks pretty soggy. But I want to show you Sunday afternoon. As we get into the afternoon, it starts to shift east a little bit. Now, it's not much, but that's an indication that maybe Sunday won't be as bad. Let me move my head out of the way here. You just see some breaks developing there Sunday afternoon I would say breaks, lower precipitable water than what we're seeing on Saturday. So of the 2 days, I actually think Saturday is probably more wet, but Sunday, those breaks could help lead to maybe more thunderstorms, more scattered, let's call it, more so than widespread rain. So let's go back to the map, and we'll kind of show you what I think is going to happen as this moisture moves north. We'll show you the futurecast. All right, so I'm going to show you a futurecast, but don't read directly into the precise amounts. Remember, this is just one piece of guidance. I look at all of the guidance to give an idea, but I think this gives a general idea on what's going on, and I'll talk about some of the caveats in this. So we'll go through today. Again, should be dry all day today. Friday night football games will go into tonight. I don't expect most of this moisture to make it north for the football games. If it does, it would be at the end of the game, and it would be incredibly light. We'll go into the overnight hours. Starting probably 2 o'clock in the morning, we might have a few showers, but the heavy rain doesn't get here until sunrise Saturday. So you're going to wake up to scattered showers, probably wet pavement Saturday morning. And some of these pockets of heavy rain will be pretty intense. I mean, this stuff's just light, but when you see this heavier bands in here, That's the kind of causes flash flooding. And as this moisture moves into the mountains, it ramps up, especially areas in the foothills and mountains, Asheville area, upstate of South Carolina. That's where we could have potentially some flash flooding. And I wouldn't be shocked at some point today we're going to see a flood watch issued. It might be issued by the time you watch this. But look at that. Saturday morning, it's soaking wet. Heavy downpours. And again, into the afternoon. Now, it looks like it breaks up. But here's the thing about this setup. There's likely going to be a lot of drizzle and mist in between these heavier downpours. So will it ever stop raining? Probably, but it might still be kind of misty out there. We go into the afternoon, so the evening hours. We've got, Charlotte FC plays at 1. Probably going to have some lightning and rain, but maybe not as much lightning as you think. I think the rain will be more dominant than thunder. There'll be some out there, but these aren't typical thunderstorms. And then we have Charlotte 49ers game, probably some light rain. Hopefully no lightning, and then the night's game, some light rain. We go into Saturday night. Looks like a big cluster of showers moves in overnight Saturday into Sunday morning. And when you wake up Sunday morning, Panthers game day. It doesn't look too bad, but there's a lot of little areas of mist or drizzle. This is what I talked about on Twitter earlier, that they're probably going to be more misty, drizzly early on for tailgating. Now, if there are breaks in the clouds, here's the concern for the Panthers game. It might be dry to start, but we might see scattered storms develop. You see a couple of these scattered storms pop up. That means the lightning risk could increase on Sunday. So I actually think if there's going to be lightning issues, it's probably more likely going to be on Sunday because of the scattered thunderstorms by 5 o'clock developing. So again, don't expect an absolute deluge the entire day. Will there be a passing deluge? Possible, but it's not going to do that all day. It's going to come at us in waves. We go into Sunday night, and you can see the scattered storms becoming more active again. So this is all about waves of rain. It's not about consistent downpours. It's about rain, a break for an hour or two. Rain, break for an hour or two. Rain. That's the kind of pattern we're in. It's not rain, 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 rain the entire time. And again, because this is so much cloud cover and rain, the atmosphere is going to be a little cooler than it typically is for our summertime setup. So you're not looking at scattered thunderstorms per se, except for maybe Sunday. This is going to be more rain. So lightning is not as big a risk as we normally would see in the setup. So how much rain? Let's take a quick look. Let's show you that rainfall amounts, just an estimate how this rain moves north. You see tomorrow the rain totals. We go into the afternoon all the way until Sunday morning, probably inch and a half, some totals higher. We'll go through Sunday afternoon. I'll stop this on Monday morning. So you can see by Monday, most of the area has between 1 and 3 inches, but you can see the areas that will be the most prominently featured for flooding would be the escarpment, those southeast facing slopes that interact with that flow, and that could produce heavy rain. So the fact that you only see about 1.5 inches to 2 inches over Charlotte over a 3-day period tells you that's probably going to be spread out. So this will be more of a long duration scattered shower event than deluge, deluge, deluge. So hope this helps plan your weekend. Of course, I will be posting updates all weekend long. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I will post updates in all of those platforms. YouTube, WCNC as well. I will post updates throughout the weekend. If your friends don't follow me and wonder what's going on with the weather, tell them don't buy into the app. Follow me. I will give you more frequent updates as we go throughout the weekend.